our great Mahila President, Mrs. Bina Shantaram Naik, Sai Volvoikar, State General Secretary, Managing Mahila Block President, Advocate Lavinia DeCosta, myself, Libreta Madeira, Mahila State President, State General Secretary, sorry. We have called this press conference in regard to our national leader, Shri Rahul Gandhi ji, who is currently on the Bharat Jodo Yatra, who is connecting people from various backgrounds. We as Goa Mahila Congress, we have assembled here in reaching out to every woman to hear their views, suggestions, outlining our demands in the form of slogan, Nari Nyay, and give justice to every woman. Advocate Lavinia will brief us on economic empowerment.
My topic is on economic empowerment, and I would like to say that the BJP government has failed in fulfilling the promises of the poor and the middle class people. What we are talking, the topic which I want to say is the price hike what the BJP government has done in this last 9.5 years. Everybody was anxiously waiting that these promises will be fulfilled with regards to essential commodities like LPG gas, wheat, rice, milk, sugar, a basic necessities which are day to day are facing a big problem. And we were being promised, people were promised that all these commodities will come at a lower price and that people will get benefited. But nothing has been done. On top, the prices are skyrocketing. आता आम्ही विचारता केन्ना हो बीजेपी गव्हर्नमेंट रावला या प्राइसेस देवोवपा 9.5 वर्सां जाली आमचो सगळो लोक रावलो आसा या प्राइसेस डिक्रीज जावपाक आनी लोक जो अफेक्ट चड जाल्लो आसा तो जावन आसा मिडल क्लास आनी पुअर क्लास rich people are not getting affected with this because for rich people it doesn't make any difference whether the prices increase or decrease, but what is more important is the middle class people who are earning a lesser salary and they are paying higher prices for the essential commodities. It has become that this entire focus of the government is on saving the image of the Prime Minister, that is our Minister Narendra Modi, and benefiting this crony capitalist friends. So basically he is only trying to benefit all these capitalists and by increasing their income. But what about our people? The middle class people, the poor class people who are highly affected with the essential products and which need to be really lowered up and not skyrocketed. My second topic is on the gender parity. Now gender parity means why that we have to be equal to men as well as women. Sometimes we see that the men are paid more than the women. But this should not be the case. It should be education, as long as everything. Gender inequality has to be demolished. We need equality among gender. Whether the women or men, we are being equal because a woman does a multi-task job in the society. It is not just we do only coming to the office, or we don't only do the looking after the houses, or we don't only do the area of looking after the children. We take care of everything. It is a multi-task job by the women. So we are asking for gender parity and we are asking for justice for women, for paying equal education and in all the fields that the women should be treated equally. Thank you.
General Secretary Sai will take charge and she will speak on social empowerment. तुमकां सगळ्यांक खबर आसतलें खूब वर्सां पयलीं बीजेपी गव्हर्मेंटान एक नारा दिल्लो बेटी बचाओ बेटी पढाओ. तुम्ही तुमच्या लोकांक हांव विचारता तुम्ही तुमच्या काळजाक हात घालून विचारा की बेटी बचाओ बेटी पढाओ म्हटलं ते बेटी सुरक्षीत आसा ह्या देशान. बेटीक सगल्यो फॅसिलिटीज आसा की बेटी 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 म्हणून तेदीत बेटी उरूना हें हांव बीजेपी गव्हर्मेंटाक सांगपाक सोदतां. 2 पॉयंटा वयल्यान सांगतलें. एक म्हणल्यार प्रायमरी एज्युकेशन आनी प्री प्रायमरी एज्युकेशन. खंयच्याय तुम्ही बालवाडीन वचा अंगणवाडी
काँग्रेस सरकाराच्या टायमार अशी बत्तर आणि अशे तेंच्यो वांद्रे जावन आशिल्ल्यो ते बालवाडींच्यो अंगणवाडी आनी प्रायमरी स्कुलाच्यो तुम्ही वचून पळया तांकां टॉयलेट आसा काय ना ती हांव सांगता ना तेंचे छप्पर आसा वयर तेजेर सुद्दां बावड्यांचे प्लास्टीक धापलेले आसा अशा एनवायरमेंटान ती भुरगीं बावडी गरीबाली भुरगीं गरीब धाडटा कित्याक नाइलाजान धाडटा बसपा सारकिल्ले ते सिमेंट ना आनी थंय तेंचे हे स्वच्छताय ना आणि आता तेजेर वयर तेंचे बावड्यांचे पोटार कळस हात दवरला म्हणटा तसो तांकां पयलीं नाचणे गंव तांदूळ आनी कितें कितें बरें बरें खावपा दिताले एक एकले भुरग्यांक म्हणून आतां आनी गव्हर्मेंट कसलो पावडर वाडटा तो पावडर खावपा लायकीचो सुद्दां ना ती उगडी नासतना खंय डस्टबिनांनी उडयता हेजेर गव्हर्मेंटान चवकशी करची हो खेळ जो चल्ला तेजेर चवकशी करची आणि बेटी बचाव बेटी पढाओ म्हणून जो नारो तो सारकोच तुम्ही वाटेक लाया तो नारो पब्लिसिटी आणि स्टंट ते व्हडले व्हडले पब्लिक सोशल मिडियांनी पैसे काबार करपाचे सोडून हेजेर पयसो सारको वापरा दुसरो मुद्दो म्हणल्यार आमच्या बायलां बेटी बचाव बेटी तेंगेली व्हडली जाली आतां बायलांक आमगेल्या डिलिव्हरी जाता त्या बायलांक तांकां पयलीं टॉयलेट फॅसिलिटी आसा काय ना ते पळया व्हडा दबाज्यान तुम्ही स्वच्छ भारत अभियान म्हणून घेतले स्वच्छ भारत म्हणून फक्त कचरोच काडपाचो रस्त्यावयले एकूच दीस देवळां साफ करपाचे आनी नीव झाडू हाडून रस्ते झाडपाचे ते बायलांक टॉयलेटी आसा काय ना ते तुम्ही पयलीं लक्ष दिया ते बायलांक डिलिव्हरी जाली जाल्यार धांवता आमकां एकूच व्हडले हॉस्पिटल म्हणजे बांबोळे प्रायमरी हेल्थ सेंटर्स आसा तेंची स्थिती खंय पावल्या बत्तर करून उडयली तेंची स्थिती एक कोंकणीन बरी म्हण आसा हातीन तीन तांदूळ आनी सांगणं उकडू भोंवता खंय फुडले हांव म्हणना तसल्यो गजाली गव्हर्मेंटाच्यो दुसरी एक म्हण आसा रीण काडून सण साजरे करप दोनूच उत्सव म्हणटा ते गोंयान व्हडले पब्लीक म्हणटा ते जाताले एक म्हणल्यार शिगमो आनी दुसरो म्हणल्यार कार्निवल आतां पळया तुमी म्हयन्याक दोन तीन इव्हेंट्स उत्सव गव्हर्मेंट कित्याक बारीक लोकांक गरिबांक तितूनच बुलोवन दवरपाचे व्हडले व्हडले बॅनर्स लावपाचे पताका लावपाच्यो आनी तितूनच बुलोवन रावपाचे लोकांनी आतां कार्निवल येता फुडल्या म्हयन्याक शिगमो येतलो करा तुमी शिगमो करा फुगडी घाला इव्हेंट दवरा फुगडी कॉम्पिटिशन दवरा पूण ती बायल मनीस बाबा कशी जगता घरान तेजेरूय मातशें लक्ष दवरा आनी म्हाजें म्हणणें आसा प्रत्येक प्रायमरी हेल्थ सेंटराचेर गव्हर्मेंटान लक्ष दवरचें तो एक धवो हत्ती आसा पळय न्ही बांबोळे करून दवरला तोच फक्त पोर्ट्रे करूं नाका हेल्थ सेंटरां बरी करा आनी एक डिलिव्हरी जावपाक बाबा बायल नॉर्मल कोणी बाबा जातली बरे भशेन जाल्यार तिका बांबोळे लावचें पडटा पळय ती त्या हितून तिका फॅसिलिटीज मेळटल्यो एक गायनोकॉलॉजिस्ट बरो दवरा थंय पयशे वापरा इतलेंच सांगपाचें आसा
Okay, just now both my colleagues, Lavinia, she spoke on economic empowerment, Sai spoke on social empowerment, and from what they have said, it is very, very clear that this double-engine government has failed to give nyay to our women, to our ladies. I am going to take up the topic of political empowerment. Yesterday we had the Prime Minister of India, Modi ji, in Goa. You must have seen how the ladies were being pressurized by the government agencies. The government asked the Balwadi teachers, they had asked the panchayats to find out who are the ladies who are getting the benefit of Griha Aadhar, Lakshmi, Ladli Lakshmi, DSSSY, that is Dayanand Samajik Suraksha Yojana scheme. And those who are getting the benefit of these schemes, they should compulsorily attend the meeting of Modi ji. Because Modi ji is giving them this, is helping them through these schemes. I want to ask the government that is it coming from the pocket of the Prime Minister? The schemes are there. During our time also we had, during Congress regime also we had these schemes. But the money comes from the central. This is not from the pocket of the Prime Minister or from the pockets of the BJP people or leaders. But this money comes from the pockets of the poorest of the poor. Through GST or through taxes that are being levied upon the people. हो अन्याय, घोर अन्याय बायलांवर आमच्या जात आसा. तांकां प्रेशरायज केले जाता. बायलां तांकां वीक दिसता. आनी आतां आमी हे न्याय दिवपाक आमी आज भायर आयिल्ले आसा आणि आम्ही हो न्याय घेऊन रावतले. आता पॉलिटिकल एम्पावरमेंटचे गिमिक, यू ऑल ऑफ यू नो व्हॉट गिमिक दे प्लेड. आमचे काँग्रेसचे सरकार आशिल्ले, that time we brought Panchayati Raj Act providing reservation at panchayat levels as well as at the municipal level, and lakhs of women at the grassroots level were brought in the mainstream political stream, main political fabric. आणि त्यांना बायलां बिचारी घरात रावताली त्यांना आम्ही मुखार हाडलेले आसा आणि त्यांना दाखवून दिलेले आसा की आज देशात कितें चल्लां आसता. नाजाल्यार हे बीजेपी गव्हर्नमेंट आयल्यापासून आम्ही पळयता की बायलां ही फक्त घरातच उरता, त्यांच्यावर अन्याय जाता, त्यांना प्रेशरायज केले जाता, त्यांना धमकी दिली जाता. तुमच्या चलीक नोकरी जाय, पत्र वाटली जाता इलेक्शनाच्या पयले. म्हजीच एक महिन्याची आशिल्ली तिका पत्र फाटल्या खेपा आमचे गोंयाचे इलेक्शन जालें तेन्ना तिका एक पत्र दिलें गेलें की तुका जॉब आमी दिता आनी तूं येवपाचें. त्या पत्रा नंतरच्या आमी तुका कॉल करतले. त्या पत्रा नंतर कांयच वासपूस ना, अजून सुद्धा तिका जॉब मिळून ना. सो दिस इज द रियालिटी. वी during the Panchayat Raj we helped the women, we brought them in the forefront. Women, you must have seen the Women Reservation Act. It's another jumla. We have seen this act coming hurriedly in the Parliament. Congress, who has always supported the reservation for women, immediately gave their complete support. The Reservation Act for Women was passed in a very hurried manner. And then, what has happened? We know. They have just dilly-dallying the whole thing. They have given excuses of census. They have kept this implementation in suspension for an indefinite period by giving lame excuses like such as census. We want immediate implementation during the upcoming Lok Sabha election for the reservation of women. Second point of mine is protection against violence and need for justice. You must have seen how much injustice is done towards women on roads, on wherever they go. BJP government has shown a diabolic stand on women's fight for justice by protecting those who commit the most heinous crimes against women, like Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh. You must have heard about it, and we have already spoken about it earlier also. Ladies who brought laurels to our nation by getting the gold medals, and they were, at the end, they were harassed to such an extent by the BJP government that they have to surrender their medals. Releasing perpetrators in the case of Bilkis Bano before assembly election. Bilkis Bano, त्यांना जे कांड गुजरातात घडले, 4 वर्षाचे चलीक तिच्या समोर मारले, तिचे सगळ्या सोयरे जी आशिल्ली त्या ट्रकात त्यांना सगळ्यात मारले, आणि ही बिल्किस बानो who was expecting at that time, she was raped by many times by the people. आणि त्या असल्या ते जे कोण रेपिस्ट आशिल्ले त्यांना जेन्ना अटक झाली, ती केस सुद्धा महाराष्ट्रात व्हरपाक पडली, गुजरातात चलोवपाक जायना जाली, कित्याक तिका धमकी दिताले गुजरात गव्हर्नमेंट that if you take in the court, we'll kill you also. Your fate will be also the same. So, ती बायल जिच्यावर इतलो अत्याचार झालो, तिचे जे रेप केले, त्यांना हे बीजेपी गव्हर्नमेंटाने इलेक्शनाच्या पहिले सगळ्यात सोडले. Why? To get the votes, to garner the votes of those people and sympathy from those families and their relatives and their kids. So is this not an injustice towards women? Amka न्याय जाय. Deafening silence in Manipur. 4-5 महिने झाले मणिपूर बायलांवर कितलो अत्याचार जाता. तर न्याय म्हणून ही वस्तूच ना. So it's a deafening silence over the Manipur case. Is standing up for the truth a crime in the new India? This is the question that comes to our mind. Is it a crime to stand for the truth? That's the question that we want to ask the present BJP government. Dignity of women. We demand the present double-engine government and the women leaders to take a strong stand against the continuous injustice inflicted on women taking effective steps against derogatory language. As Konji Biles and Mukha Sarli, that their language that is being used by men, by the youngsters, is a very, very derogatory one. And the unabated troll, if she says something, they will start trolling. And the unabated troll culture on streets as well as on online is being done. न्याय और नाच बायला खातीर डबल इंजिन सरकारा कडल्यान न्याय आमकां मेळुना म्हणून आमी आतां भायर सरतले. We have seen continuous violation of women's dignity with BJP leaders taking stern illegal action against women, speaking their minds in consonance with their constitutional rights. We strongly condemn this and call for ensuring that women, like all citizens, are ensured their constitutional protection and respect in all aspects of their private lives. This is what we have seen in the parliament also. A person who speaks about the constitutional rights in consonance with the constitutional rights, she is being trolled, abusive language is being used. I would not name the person. But at the end, let me sum up whatever that we have said. So we have seen that political empowerment, unless and until the present government gives political, empowers the ladies, the voices of these people, especially the voices from the BJP side, who try to always look down upon women, will not cool down. Reservation has increased the aspiration. This government only knows how to increase the aspiration of the people. Of the reservation, women reservation has increased the aspiration of women, but as we have seen, BJP government before every election, they play with the aspiration of the people, whether it is women, whether it is youth, or whether it is a common man. Before elections, they had promised 15 lakhs in your, which will be deposited in your account. No sign of those 15 lakhs. Ladies were waiting to get that, people were waiting to get that 15 lakhs. That 1 crore jobs, we have seen that Agniveer, what has happened, no 1 crore jobs. They just keep on tom-tomming and saying that we will be giving this and that and that. Fakta Gaza Daketa electionacha paile. And kai karna. Then they have also said the third thing was the reservation bill before election. So because they know that half of the population is that of women. So in order to garner the votes of women, they said that we'll make reservation for women and you can come in the forefront. But we have seen what has happened. The act was passed in both the houses unanimously, but what is the consequence? They have just delayed tactics they are following because they don't want to do justice towards women, they don't want to do nyay, they don't want to do any nyay for women. Social empowerment happens when attitude turns progressive and not regressive. This month we saw a mother conducting all religious rituals in the marriage ceremony of her daughter. This is a very progressive sign. But do the BJP people allow these women to do this progressive sign? On the contrary, they will try to take you under the name, under the garb of Hindutva. They will try to, I'll speak about it. In the current ruling dispensation at the center and in the state is not conducive for women empowerment. It's regressive. They do not believe in gender equality. Gender equality and Hindutva culture, which BJP propagates, cannot go together as it restricts the freedoms of women, freedom movement of women, occupation, education, business, sports, social and political participation. We, the Mahilas of Congress, are committed to the constitutional values of this country and to fight for the rights of women who constitute half of the population of this country and whose issues affect the entire nation. Thank you. And that.
I have a question. Why the Central Ministry of Women and Development, they don't act in such cases?
Yes, I think you should ask this question to them. Because last time, when our ladies who brought laurels to our country, when they were dragged, Prime Minister was inaugurating the Parliament House, and ladies were these ladies, young ladies, wrestler ladies were sitting at Janmat or something, not Janmat, sorry, Jantar Mantar. Now that, I know the distance, it's very close by. He should have taken the cognizance of that issue. Prime Minister, he should have sent his people there and saw that the ladies wrestlers were not being dragged on the ropes. Because they are the ones who brought honors to our country. At that time, Smriti Irani, who keeps on blabbering and keeping shouting on top of her voice and asking so many things to Rahul Gandhi and speaking against Rahul Gandhi, she just kept mum. You are a women and child development, Minister of Women and Child, and you are not raising the voice of women, of those ladies who brought laurels to our country. Another minister, I don't remember her name, who is a Minister of Foreign Affairs. I forgot the name of her. Last time I had raised this question also. When media people followed her, they were asking her the question, what you want to say on this? That the wrestlers are being chased, the wrestlers are on the roads. She started running as if she has participated in a racing. She started running. Literally, I've seen the video. She was running away from the reporters. Didn't have face to face the reporters and didn't have any answer to answer the reporters. Because if they say one word against the Prime Minister, it means they are being sacked. And that's why they are working under, again I will say that they are working under suppression. They are working under continuous, though they cannot open their mind, they cannot speak openly, but it is very clear that they have that pressure of the Prime Minister and of the Home Minister.
Madam, when they were in the opposition 10 years before, they used to take all the women's issue,
yes.
And now Congress is in opposition. So why don't you take the issue seriously? Like for example, they have taken the issue of cylinder also. So why it is not in the force till date?
See, every now and then when they were raising the, perhaps you must have not attended that protest of ours. We had a very big rally in Santa Cruz, at different places, Marga also. At many places we had the protest when the prices of cylinder were raised. And that time we have even burned the effigy of, I think we have burned the effigy also.
And you have also raised the issue of Manipur last time.
Yes.
So do you think any progress has been done till now?
No progress. Prime Minister is just keeping mum on that issue. He has not yet gone to Manipur. When he has time, a lot of time to move around all over India, but doesn't have time to go and watch and see. Whereas our leader, Rahul Gandhi, who is just a member of parliament, but he is the leader of Congress, he went there twice.
So when you don't get any reaction or when you don't get any answer, so what do you feel? If it's anything less from your side, or this government is just ignoring you?
No, government thinks because they have the numbers. Because they have the numbers, they are playing, they are trying to dominate everyone. Because they are ruling, because they have all the 3-4 agencies along with them, like CBI, IT, and the other one, which is there. 3 of them was used when we were in power. So now, they are just, if anyone raises a question, if anyone speaks against the government, then immediately the summons are being sent to the house through ED or through CBI or through IT. So this is again the pressurizing tactics that he is using.
Someone can be sent only if you are guilty or if you are in some issue or some problem. So if you are not in any problem or any financial issue or corruption, why you have to bother about the summon?
We are not bothered. Now you must have seen what has happened to the Jharkhand Chief Minister. He didn't bother. He said, okay, summons was sent, he was arrested, I am ready to go. And he boldly faced whatever the consequences that he is going to face now. He allowed his people were intact, and another news Mr. Soren was appointed as a chief minister with Tafin Network.
Ma'am, what will be
Then
your
Modi ji failed. Hemant Soren was chief minister who was taken his.
ma'am, what will be your next step for injustice for the woman?
So whatever the injustice that is inflicted on the women, we are planning, but we are not going to let you know right now what are our plans, because we want to plan in a big way.
It will be before the Lok Sabha election?
Yes?
It will be before the Lok Sabha election.
Yes, of course. We are planning certain things, but this government, double engine government, is deaf and dumb. They are playing because they are in majority, because they have the money power, muscle power with them. They are trying to treat over all the people, walk over all the people, and by threatening them, by pressurizing them. Thank you. Yeah, question.